Welcome to Hamilton, situated on the southern shores of Hamilton Harbor, here on Turtle Island, as the game of the week flips to Saturday night for a rematch of Week 1. We're halfway through the season, and the Toronto Rock are finding ways to win games as the youth movement is alive and well. And tonight, they look to exact some revenge on the Oshawa FireWolves, who handed them an 8-7 loss on opening night. Dougie to our left, Troy to our right. Colum gets us underway, and we're live on TSN. And now Clark asking Gash to go, and they are going to go. Emerson Clark, Elijah Gash, 3 minutes in, and they're going to walk to center. A heavyweight tilt that they agreed upon in warm-up. Trying to size each other up. Gash, obviously with the reach advantage. Couple over the top. Emerson with some close ones, and Emerson takes Gash to the turf. Got him with a couple rights, and that was a spirited tilt between two willing combatants. And Clark gives the belt rub as he takes down Elijah Gash. Didn't take long.
As Clark comes in, asks him, all right, let's do this thing, takes off his helmet, and away they go. Looked like he was about to back out, but at this point, Teddy, this is not a pillow fight. As you mentioned it, the reach certainly goes to Clark, but maybe the heavyweight title now handed over to Emerson Clark.
Clark trying to find that loose ball. Both Clarks, actually. And Taggart will come away with it for Oshawa. Ty Kurtz with a laser low-to-low past Holochuk. And Oshawa finally on the board. Great loose ball by Taggart Clark.
It's the little things. Getting your nose dirty. That's exactly what Taggart Clark and Emerson Clark do. But it's going to be Taggart Clark picks up the loose ball. Little flip feed to Ty Kurtz. Dude, that sidearm is simply gross, Teddy. He is so deceptive. Right off the hip. Almost goes low to mid. A much-needed goal for Oshawa.
Kurtz 21st of the season. Williams, Theede, now Simmons. Again, Ty Kurtz trying to work and get him open. Simmons to Theede. Shot scores! Pulled to short side. Two in quick succession. It's a one-goal game as Dawson Theede continues to stay hot. 26 seconds between goals.
This is the ball movement that Oshawa wants to see. A little east-west. Work north-south first. Two-man game not working. Dawson Theede pops out in and out of the stick before you blink your eye. Theede showing he's not just a big piece of meat. He's got some finesse.
Clark to Simmons. Theede. Clark will set a screen. Got away with a heavy cross check. Simmons tried to stuff it short side, and he does! Somehow sneaks past Holochuk, but Matt Sawyer's not going to be happy with that pick from Taggart Clark.
It was only a matter of time for Alex Simmons to get on the scoreboard. Tied with Jeff Teat for most goals coming in here, but look at all the hard work from Clark. Crashing and banging, finding backs. Maybe found a little bit too much of a back there. But Simmons most notably does his damage on the inside, just creates enough space to create his own shot there, goes low to low, somehow squeaks by Holochuk.
Team leading 24th for Alex Simmons, give the lone assist to Dawson Theede.
We had a chance to catch up with CJ this week, and I asked him, hey, I need to know, box or field lacrosse? Which one do you like better? And he was a bit coy, but he said, listen, right now, box has my heart, box has my attention. I know field fans are going to hate that, but the NLL is going to love it.
Absolutely, and you said it on the podcast this week, Patty, you know, as we get inside, all alone, Emerson Clark! Working on a Gordie Howe hat trick is number 7. And that's a good response by the FireWolves.
Emerson Clark, the pride of Whitby, Ontario. Shows that he wasn't just brought in to be a big bad bully. Shows off that those mitts, well, they're a bit slick, and they're not just for mashing in faces. This is a goal scorer's goal, Teddy. A little fake hard to the far side, near side, far side. This is a cheeky little finish from Emerson Clark.
Last game he played was March 16th, 2024. Simmons trying to get his hands free. He does. Great save. Holochuk. Ball straight up in the air. Grabbed by Theede. Scores! And when you're 6'4", you usually win a lot of jump balls. And Theede did just that and put it past Holochuk.
He's a power forward in lacrosse, Teddy, but looking more like a center in basketball. Goes up, grabs the rebound, and puts it home. I tell you, there are not many, if any, guys like Dawson Theede who are this big, this strong, this mean, this skilled. Has an endless bag of tricks. A nice little finish. Get this game back within 5.
Drafted by Rochester back in 2018, put up 21 points in 7 games with Halifax this year before. Here's Dyson Williams, plants his feet, takes a shot off the pipe, off Holochuk and in. Finally, a bounce goes the way of the FireWolves, and that's a quick response.
Not sure Dyson Williams has had a friendly bounce go his way all season long. Not for a lack of chances or trying. But we see here, that is a excellent shot. Uses the defender, Brad Cree, as a screen, but look, who creates the space? It's Dawson Theede.
Now running. Nishimura on the break. Nishimura to Theede. Oh, far side, short side. What a dandy from Dawson Theede, the big man, showing the soft mitts.
This one gonna count as a power play marker, but in transition, Jackson Nishimura, he's been filling the stat sheet all season long, pushes it, finds Dawson Theede. So how does a guy this big get caught behind the defense? Runs out of real estate, but dances Holochuk out of his pants.
It's a 4-goal game now, under 8 minutes to play. Theede behind the net, trying the dunk attempt, and it passed, didn't connect. Now Chris Weir finds that loose ball, but he's under some pressure from Taggart Clark, who caused the turnover. Good pressure there by 41 in white. Simmons directing traffic. He'll set things up at the top of the power play. Clark running some interference up top. Simmons, backhand pass Kurtz. Now Theede, one more. Twister! It's 3 in a row, another power play marker. And it's a 3-goal game. Here come the FireWolves.
Not so fast. Here's that run Oshawa was looking for. And you see the man behind the net going with that set, that having Williams behind cage. Now just all of a sudden now Toronto has to pay attention, and that frees up just enough space for Theede to get that shot off.
Bounce past Theede, feeding the hot stick, spins, rolls, scores! A natty hattie for 15 in white. It's a 2-goal game with 6:07 to go.
Watch here off the bench, and he's going to be running hard downhill. And when he gets a full steam ahead, he is a tough load to stop. If you want to stop Dawson Theede at full speed, you need a forklift and a prayer. Spinorama buries it in the back of the net. A guy this big, this strong, should not be able to do things that pretty.
Can they get to within one? Here's Theede. Dyson Williams will carry around the top. Simmons has an angle. Good recovery there by Mazuka. Pass behind for the dunk. They scored. It's a 1-goal game. Ty Kurtz on the dunk. Buckle up. We got a fantastic finish coming up here on TSN.
And give the assist to offensive coordinator Clem D'Orazio. This is a beautiful set piece out of the commercial break. See, Simmons here looks, his first look is going down the alley, but he finds his best buddy, Ty Kurtz, who's behind the net. And you can see, look at Latrell Harris. He knows he's there, but it's too late as Kurtz takes flight and tucks her home.
Holochuk did his best, try to get pipe to pipe, but Kurtz just watching the sideline or the handshake line. Gash and Clark just went up to each other, little pat on the chest, good battle, handshakes after.